Hey everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be discussing what is the most difficult parking maneuver out there. So if you're looking to get yourself a CDL license, you are eventually going to have to get yourself past a CDL road test. Now the road test itself is going to be split into three different parts. The first part of the test is all about inspecting the truck. There you have to inspect both the inside and outside of the vehicle. The second part of the test is all about parking the truck. They're going to have to park the truck 6 different ways. Third part of the test is actually driving the truck on the road itself. So today we're going to be talking about what are the most difficult maneuvers that you're going to have to take for the CDL road test and during your training here at Driving Academy. That being said, let's discuss what are the actual maneuvers itself. So first you're going to have a straight line backing. This is where you're going to have to back up the entire vehicle straight for a total of 100 feet. After that you're going to have an offset backing. So you can either be chosen to offset back to the right or offset back to the left. And to give you a picture, this is exactly what offset backing looks like. A real world application for this would be, say you're in dock door number 1 and they want you to move over to dock door number 2. So you're going to have to pull up straight and back into dock door number 2, whether that's to the right or to the left, depending on that scenario. The next one is going to be parallel parking. So remember that you have to parallel park your car for your CDL, for your car test, where you're actually going to have to do the same exact thing for a tractor trailer. This is a very, very difficult part of the test itself. This is where you pretty much think about yourself parallel parking a car, just with a trailer that's a lot bigger, along with a tractor. And the last maneuver is called a 90-degree alley dock. So this is where you're starting off perpendicular from the alley itself, and you're going to have to back yourself into that alley. This is probably one of the maneuvers that you're going to be using the most when it comes to your real-world applications. Parallel parking, you're pretty much going to use this maybe once or twice a year, depending on where you're driving, if ever. So that being said, out of all those maneuvers, which one is the most difficult? So when you come to our school here at Driving Academy, we have a step-by-step process on every single maneuver that I explained to you already. Now, for instance, parallel parking. It's a very, very difficult maneuver to do, but we give you an exact step-by-step process where we say, hey, step 1, turn the wheel this way, back up, stop when you see this, as an example. And then step 2, step 3, step 4. So this is laid out exactly the way, as long as you follow the step-by-step process, it's a piece of cake and you're going to get it in every single time. However, alley docking is something that we do give you a process for, but it's not going to be exact the same every single time. The main difference is the way you set up this maneuver. So one of the hardest parts about this maneuver itself is actually the setup. So for instance, if you see this picture, the truck is actually set up okay, but say the next time you set yourself up, then you're a little bit down, you're further down than when it was, or maybe you're more forward, or maybe the angle is not 100% correct. Which means that if you're starting different at a different spot every single time, then it's very difficult for you to actually do the same maneuver on a step-by-step basis. So this actually takes more skill to conquer, because you definitely need a more feel for it, right? So by this, that's why we teach you this maneuver, the last one, because you've already built up the skills on all the other maneuvers when you've gone through our training here. So now you have a much better understanding on how to maneuver this vehicle and get that trailer going wherever you want it to go. So that being said, we're going to start you off and we're going to kind of give you a framework. We're going to say, okay, these are the things you should be looking out for. And when you see this, you should turn this way. When you see that, you should turn this way. These are the questions you should ask yourself when you're going through this maneuver. And to give you an example, for instance here, you want the back driver's side trailer tire to be 1 foot away from that first cone inside the alley itself, as you can see there. That being said, it's an extremely important thing to understand how you get it there, but there is not going to be a step 1, 2, 3, 4 process. You're going to have to actually feel it a little bit more and get the skills ready when you start to master that portion itself. So I hope this kind of helped you out. I know I didn't give you too much detail on how to do each one of those maneuvers. If you want more detail on that, the best way to do it is by doing it by hand. And the only way to do that, the best school around, is Driving Academy. So give us a call, 908-525-3609. We have a mission of helping 1 million people get on the road to freedom, and there ain't no way you're going to be free unless you know how to park this tractor trailer correctly. So you want to come into our training yard itself. This is where you're going to get the hands-on training that you're after. Learn all the maneuvers that you need to in order to pass the test, plus be safe when you get onto the road itself. Did you know that a lot of accidents happen just in a parking lot, backing up because people don't know what to do? Many of our students, they leave here as professional drivers making sure that they know how to back up into any kind of maneuver, any kind of space around. As long as you follow the system, and we're here to help you out, give us a call, 908-525-3609. So if you want to find out about pricing itself, the best place to do that is take a virtual school tour. That's cdldrivingacademy.com/tour, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. We're going to break down exactly how our training program works, plus we're going to give you the specific pricing for each course itself, and you might be able to get a special gift if you watch all the way through that school tour. So if you have any questions, please take a visit to that virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks and have a fantastic day.